Hi friends, welcome to this video on bees. It's not an actual sting operation which I am going to show you, but how we are going to save ourselves from the sting and how we are going to save the bees at the same time. Well, this sting operation is in Prestige Royal Gardens, Bangalore, where I am living. Smoking the beehives is a better alternative to killing. In fact, our apartment is a little closer to the forest areas and therefore we are getting a lot of giant bees. Earlier our society used to follow the method of firing the beehives and killing them. In fact, we all felt very bad when we were going on a stroll in the evenings to see that number of bees are being struggling for their lives. We used to discuss this matter with our management people, and later on, after a lot of discussion among ourselves with management, we came to know that we can do some other alternative methods. The alternative method is smoking. This is how the present operation, sting operation, is going on. Look at this person who is sitting on the pergola of the 6th floor. He descended down from the 9th floor and with a rope, and there was no other security measure which he has taken. Well, this is the honeybee, Apis dorsata, or Indian giant honeybee, which is found in our apartment. This honeybee is the most dangerous for human beings in India and is venomous. And look, here he is taking a handful of bees and he is pouring it on his head. And well, of course, Rajinikanth even cannot challenge him. And his assistant is now sending the bucket in which he is going to collect the honey. And now he is pulling out his knife from the bucket and just shows us that it is empty. And now he is picking up a handful of bees again, and now he is just throwing it in the air. All are flying away. Now his next task is to cut the beehive and pull it out from the wall. Though he's trying, he finds it a little bit difficult because still the bees are there, so he has to take the fire leaves again and then he has to again try pushing out the bees. Well, he's not wearing any mask, head shield, there is no shoe even, and no gloves. And when we are all afraid of the virus, he is not afraid of anything and he is just going on doing his work. I don't know, this helps. Without much fire, it is able to get the smoke. Well friends, I know that something is brewing in your mind. How this fellow is able to withstand the attack of the bees. No, yes, the honeybees have got a barb-like structure which is plunging into the human body, and there is a hook at the end of the barb which will be getting inside and it will not come outside. In the process, the bees will be losing its barb along with the hook. Poison will be entering into the human body, but it will not come again. In the process, the bees will die in due course. So friends, now we are going to the operation 2. It's still more adventurous because the guy has gone to the 16th floor and from there he has seen the beehive below him. And I had to place my camera in the 12th floor of the next tower, and from there we were zooming our camera towards the beehive. Just listen and look at it, how it's going on. While going through some of the research papers, I understand that this kind of giant bees, that is dorsata bees, build their beehives up to a range of 1 meter, and sometimes there may be about 45 kilograms of honey inside. It is amazing to note that bees collect nectar and pollen also from flowers. Nectar in mouth and pollen in legs. When the bee sits on the another flower, the excessive pollens fall on the flower and enable the pollination. Now remaining pollens which are there on the legs and nectar are taken to the honeycombs where they store the excessive honey. Protein-rich pollens are being used for feeding the younger ones, and the bees dry the wet nectar by fanning their wings. Ultimately, the nectar becomes the honey. Honey is nothing but concentrate nectar. So friends, it goes without saying that bees are very important link in our food chain. They enable the pollination, and just because of pollination, the entire food chain is intact. The moment bees are not there, we are all also not there. My dear friends, look at these boys. They are tribals and they do not know any other work. They have been doing it traditionally and they will be doing this work only. They are not educated. We need to help them. Honey is the only source of income for these people. They extract honey and they sell it for a little bit higher cost. So what? Why not we help them? Because they are giving pure honey. That too without killing the honeybees and again risking their lives. One is from falling from the top and another one is by getting the stings. It's in fact a sting operation for all of us. So smoking the beehives is far better than killing the bees. Therefore, we must encourage this activity for the time being because we human beings have taken their place and they have not taken our place. Once upon a time it was a jungle and now we have occupied it and we are saying that you get out. We will be continuing here. After all, the bees are storing excessive honey because during the winter season there won't be much flowering and therefore they may not be able to get the nectar. So they store it in advance in excess quantity. This is exactly what we are taking, and beekeeping is an activity which takes into account that only the excessive honey should be taken for our consumption purpose. But here, since these are coming to our apartments and we are unable to bear all these things, and we want to safeguard the interest of the human beings, at the same time let us not ignore the bees and the people who are safeguarding this, and these innocent tribals, let us help them to come up in their life. We have to help them to form some cooperatives and encourage them to go to the schools, learn and bring up the children in a better way than yesterday. And so the beehives are here on the floor and the honey is ready for distribution. They are going to filter it and then they are going to sell it. These guys have to market it now. They have priced it at 600 rupees per kilo and some people feel that this is very high and our management is not going to pay them even a single penny. Therefore they have to make money out of this honey only. A rope, a bucket and some filters. This is what exactly they are having as their investment and their hard work. The best way to support them is to form some cooperatives and together along with the citizens we have to support them to have a better livelihood. Look here how the honey is pouring into the vessel. So tempting, isn't it? But friends, looking at the sting operation and the struggle they are going, I do not feel like using these two sentences. Hi honey, when is our honeymoon? These are all so easy to say, but it's really a struggle for somebody. We have to support them. Thank you so much for watching.